Want to have the best tool possible to do spark plugs on a Subaru without any custom machining? Find out how you can get a 3/8 head on this 1/4 inch snap-on ratchet right now. A fresh set of Subaru spark plugs are great for vehicle health, power, fuel economy, amongst a host of many other benefits. They are also the most frustrating service that burns and cuts up my hands, and this frustration is increased exponentially without the right tools. With that being said, let's make this custom ratchet. Alright, we're going to need 4 items to make the best Subaru spark plug ratchet ever. THLL F72 is a flex head, long 1/4 inch ratchet. THL F72 is a shorter flex head 1/4 inch ratchet. RKR FC72 is a 3/8 ratchet repair kit. All this stuff right here. And then the last part, FC72-2 cover plate for 3/8 ratchet. Alright, so you're probably wondering, why do we need 2 ratchets? Well, if you notice, the long flex head takes these faceplate screws on the back of the ratchet, while our cover plate and repair kit is designed for the cover plate screws to go in from the front. And that's why we have this other 1/4 inch ratchet. See? Screws in the front. There's a video on YouTube of someone custom machining this FC72-2 cover plate to fit this ratchet with the cover plate screws on the rear. But if you're like me and 99% of you guys out there, you don't have easy access to machines or a machinist willing to do small, custom, or one-off jobs like this. Snap-on also does not currently offer an off-the-shelf long 1/4 inch ratchet with a 3/8 head, or a 3/8 cover plate that takes the screws from the back. So the reason Snap-on did this with the screws from the back, it makes for a stronger ratchet mechanism, which, you know, obviously you would need with this much leverage. So here's the game plan. We're gonna swap the heads on our 1/4 inch ratchets and install our 3/8 ratchet repair kit on this guy, ending up converting our long flex head 1/4 inch ratchet to have a 3/8 drive. If you have a Snap-on truck that regularly comes by, you could easily ask your Snap-on dealer to do all this for you and avoid having to buy 2 ratchets. But if you're a home hobbyist or a small shop owner that doesn't have easy access to the Snap-on truck, this is going to be the best workaround for you. So let's get started. Alright, so let's swap the heads on these guys first. T15. Man, it's Snap-on, the inception of Snap-on, Snap-onception. Because we're going to Snap-on, we're going to take off, we're going to disassemble my Snap-on ratchets with my Snap-on ratchet. There's like a lock washer thing in there. Alright, so beware, this thing will fly out. The lock washer that goes inside that recess. Keep these 2 guys together. Take apart this other head. And I'm going to swap the heads first instead of taking the guts out of these things. Just to give myself a little more, I don't know, I think it'll be more secure. And there we go, I dropped that other one right when I told you guys not to do that. Alright, cool. Let's put these, let's swap these guys. Got that washer thing in there. Cool. Alright, so I think that's the secret. If you leave the openings up here and then press this guy on, that seems to work really well. So, oh man. We're committing blasphemy. Modifying top tier equipment like this. Haha. Alright, got our head on. Next step, we're gonna disassemble the head, put our RKR FC72 kit inside here. These are going to be T8 Torx to take these front cover screws off. Let's do that right now. And I can tell this is going to need some care, and I can tell because all these small little pieces. I'm looking at that tiny little spring and it's already scaring me. Cool, so we're gonna put these to the side, use the new screws since the new screws already have Loctite on them. This ratchet might be kind of nasty. I don't use this 1/4 very much, but I'm just kidding. There's no bugs or stuff. It's not that nasty. Alright, so this 1/4 inch stuff is still good. We could use this for another ratchet, so actually I'm gonna set this stuff to the side. We're gonna put this in a baggie at the end. Alright, just to see how it disassembles so that the other one's easier. I'm gonna pull this head out. And you can see there's an O-ring that goes on top and then this pawl mechanism. And if I remember correctly, the guy who machines this had to machine for, I believe, a different style O-ring. So there's actually a recess cut back here. Let's see, I was curious what this thing was. It looks like our little bow tie mechanism is inside this thingy. Of course, thingy is the scientific term, the scientific name for that. Get that tiny little spring out. Wow, there's many springs in here. This really scares me. These two little tabs face downwards, like so. Do we need to change this thing in it? The reverse or forwards thing in the back? Not quite sure, but I think we'll just do it anyway. Whoop, man, there's a tiny little ball. Oh my God. Now this really scares me. Look at that. Tiny little ball. Alright, so that guy comes out. And then finally, this guy presses forward, out. There we go, empty ratchet. Let's put our 3/8 stuff in here. I'm gonna time lapse through this, make sure to follow along. You guys saw on the other ratchet the ball and the spring came out separately, but on this one the spring and the ball part are all one piece. We're gonna drop this guy into the bottom hole. Yoink. Alright, so we're gonna switch this to off. You can see in there's that little indent. We gotta hook these guys in there, so. And I'm gonna hold this. Drop my head in there. That should be it. All right, and before we put this face on, let's put a little lube in there. So, I'm gonna throw some lube right there in between those springs. That may be a little bit too much, but that's fine. Just to get in the teeth of this guy. Put on our faceplate. There we go, heard something snap into place. Yeah, just snug. These tiny T8 screws, just snug. Switch it. Ah, yes, very satisfying. There we go, THLL F72, long ratchet. And of course, job's not done unless you function test it, right? So, got my regular spark plug socket. Double jointed socket for the Subaru 3.6. One of the most hated Subarus, the Tribeca. For you guys that don't know Tribeca, that means that you have 3 Becas. That's 3 more Becas than I would like. And then finally my 14mm. So the newer FA engines, 14mm socket's fine for those. Awesome. Can't wait to use this. Can't wait to save the skin on my hands. Thanks for watching. If this video was helpful for you, make sure to like and subscribe. Want to see me do more tool videos on this channel? Make sure to leave something in the description below. Appreciate the support. I'll catch you guys next time.